Hello, everybody, and welcome.
Hello.
Hi, Mo. Hi, Julie.
Hello. Hello, Patty. Hello, Julie.
Hi, Patty. Oh, no, Julie is a range of products, see? I don't know what's going on with these range of things. They just dry up. They're bullshit. They'll never...
No.
They will never, ever have me as a, what do you call it, a plugger for them, that's for sure. Very disappointing.
Somehow that little sentence you just said won't work very well. Right?
Me?
Yeah, you couldn't be a sponsor for them because you'll say stuff like, that crap just dried up.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I'm not in this business to be rich, eh?
Hello,
I have
Carmen.
standards.
Good evening, Darcy. Nice to see you.
Hi, Tammy. Hi, Darcy.
Hello, Tammy.
We're just going to get a few minutes for people to come in, and then we're going to get on with it because we're raring to go. We're ready. We're organised. We're professionals.
I think I happened on the wrong show.
Hey now. Hi Beth, how you doing?
Jan, I haven't seen you in a while. How are things going? I peeked in on your jewelry episode here. That was last week, wasn't it? Or the week before?
Hi Jen. Hi Carmen. Welcome. So today we are going to do some masterboards because this is why. This have all these scraps, and we all have scraps, and we all want to know how to use them, and we've done a few scrappy videos on what to do with leftover bits and pieces, but masterboards. So as you know, on a Wednesday, not last week, well, not this week because I was away, so apologies for those that tuned in and didn't see my earlier message of cancelling. Had to take hubby to the hospital for some tests in the city. So I'm making the lap book on the Wednesday night, and I have so many leftovers. So everything I make on Thursdays is to go into that book. I still have so many leftovers. So I'm making masterboards to use as, let me get my book quickly. I'm making masterboards to go in this bit. So when we made the pages, so we have the pages like this on this side, signatures on that side. In the center here, we have this big pocket, and that's where I want to make some big tags with a tab on it, tags, journal cards, large of that size to go in there. So that's what I'm making with my masterboards. No idea what Sheryl's doing with hers. She'll tell you all about it because I'm going to put it on her very shortly. As soon as I can. I buried my mouse. Hang on a minute. Here it is. Stop looking. Stop looking. Solo. There you go. Sharyl.
Well, hello everybody. So many names I don't know, and quite a few I do. I really am intrigued by Function of Light 1. Seriously.
Her name is Andrea, but we all call her Flo.
We call her Flo, and it's Andrea? Is that right?
Yeah, because it's Function of Light 1. FLO.
Oh, gotcha. I didn't follow that at all. Okay. So in such an intriguing name, though. I love it. Okay, so masterboards. I love them. I mean, that's why I'm doing this tonight, because it's a good thing for me to do. But way too much leftovers and stuff I don't use. And this is one of the things. I don't use 12 by 12 scrapbook papers that I consider not my style, shall we say?
Ugly.
Less than stellar, but ugly.
Oh.
Well, I mean, she called it. Okay, so
Hi, Norma.
leftovers or not my style or uglies get tea dyed. So I tea dyed these papers, right? And now the backs of them are all set for journaling space, but the fronts are still pretty ugly. So that's one thing. So we're going to get rid of all this ugly today. And here's the second thing. This pile just minutes ago was in this bag. And you can sort of see this. It says, I don't know 2, which means there's an I don't know 1 somewhere. This is a project so old that I don't know what it was or what I was going to do or why I even have it. So we're going to rip this thing apart and make masterboards out of it for different projects. And
hello.
I have other piles.
After a sunken ship. Well, I speak like a drunken sailor, so that's why we get along so well.
Wait a minute. Who talks like a sailor?
Me.
Oh, you. Wait.
Flo said her mum named her after a sunken ship. I said, well, I speak like a drunken sailor, so it's all good.
Oh, too funny. Okay, so all I'm going to do is, I'm going to try really hard to not peek at this stuff because look how pretty it is. It is very foofy. We just talked about foofy colors, and I don't usually do foofy. But this is a very talented lady that I got this stuff from, and she makes.
Look, just because we don't, or I don't like frou-frou personally for me, doesn't mean that I don't like other people doing frou-frou, fancy, fluffy, lacy stuff. They do it very well.
I love it when other people do it, and then I told you, and then I go out and buy stuff, and I'm like, "What did you do that for?" Too funny. Okay, so let's just do this. Let's start with this one. And I think I'll start with rectangles because that sounds pretty easy. And the first thing I'll do is grab a ruler and start tearing. Oh my gosh, that's not very good.
That's what rulers are for.
For tearing things?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I certainly don't use them for measuring very often, that's for sure.
So I will just tear a piece and glue a piece. That sounds good. And I'm not going to worry about where. I'm kind of lucky that I'm starting with this though, right? Because it's already a kit. It's not like I'm going to do it wrong. It's all going to match no matter what. Not that you can do.
Well, that's why I'm using That's why I'm using all the scraps from the boho kit because it's going to go in the boho journal. So,
right, it'll all go together. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I'm not going to put this rose next to that other rose, though. I'm going to move it way down here and go on the opposite corner. So I don't know really how to tell anybody about masterboards because I don't know. I mean, most of us already know about them, but if you don't, masterboards in the journaling world, junk journaling world anyway, are different than other people tend to think of them because a masterboard in other art realms is a board that you never cut up. It's saved and it's copied over and over and over. And it is used as the master. But in the junk journaling world, we make these things. And I guess how they really apply, or at least for me, how they apply as a masterboard is they are kind of the master of whatever journal I'm making that it will go in. Like it sets the tone, right, for the journal and the design and the feel. So that's how I think of it. And then when I'm all done getting all of this fun stuff on, I don't peek. I turn it upside down and I cut it into pieces. And I guess when I'm done with this one, I'll do that so I can show why I do that.
So a masterboard, this is an explanation of a masterboard in the junk journaling world. So a masterboard is taking perfectly good pieces of paper, tearing them, cutting them up, gluing them to another perfectly good piece of paper to make a perfectly good piece of paper that you then cut up or tear up into smaller perfectly good pieces of paper.
Okay, I really like that. I never heard that before. And I kind of stopped in the middle of my explanation, didn't I? So thank you for that assist there. And I absolutely adore that explanation. That's good stuff. Look at this. It already has an envelope and it's already full of stuff. I wonder, oh, this is cute. Look at this. Little flippy floppy thing. What the heck? Let's put some of this on. Let's give it some texture. So, masterboard is also it is what Diane said, but it's also just like any other collage, right? And when you're doing collage, one of the things to do and remember is all the biggest bits first, and then just get smaller and smaller and smaller. So I'm tearing rather big chunks right now. And I might fill in with tiny later. Who knows? But I like the way the black shows through on this with this tissue paper. That's kind of cool.
What are you using as a glue? You're just using a glue stick. Okay.
This is just a glue stick and it's ginormous. Like, here's like a glue stick that kids use at school. And here's the big fat glue stick that many of us use.
See,
and then there's
cannot use a glue stick. They just don't hold for me in this humidity. I would glue everything down with a glue stick, come back 2 days later, and it'll all fall off.
Minnesota is also ridiculously humid, and I also have that problem sometimes. I use glue sticks, obviously, because I have them, right? But I have to be careful what I use them for. In the case of a masterboard like this, when I'm using really plain papers, nothing treated, none of the fancy ones or whatever, it will hold pretty well. Once you get into textures and finishes and stuff, nope, not anymore. That's something fun to remember. Not fun. That's something important to remember, though, isn't it? That we can give advice and talk about things a lot, but weather really matters. Where you live, what time of year it is.
It does in Queensland. I can't use double-sided tape or glue stick because they both give way. They both dry up and let go. So it's either, and Mod Podge, you can't use Mod Podge here because it
never dries.
It never dries. It's always tacky, and it you come back a week later and it's growing hair and dust and it's alive.
You are not wrong, lady. Oh, this must be what I was gonna do with this pack of stuff. This looks an awful lot like some kind of flip-flop folio, doesn't it?
Well, there you go.
I guess I had a plan at one time. All right, so here's something I like to do. I got roses and I got swirly bits, right? I like to mix in geometric bits with more flowy freeform bits. So let's do that and get some of this on there. Oh, cardstock though. Okay. Use your muscles, lady. I like
to flow, can't use double-sided tape. I've got books that I made a year ago that I bought out of storage to tidy up and get rid of, and pages are falling out. They're just rubbish. So there's a complete remake.
I don't know about anybody else, but I have found that double-sided tape also eventually bleeds through and causes my stuff to be all yellowed. Of course, if you're looking for grungy, I suppose that doesn't really matter, but sometimes that matters. You know?
Yeah, I just can't use it. I can't use it at all. I gave up years ago using it. If I'm doing something live that I need instant glue, so I'm doing interactive or something, I will use the double-sided tape, but I'll use it with glue as well.
Okay. So what are you guys chatting about over there?
Here I am. Coming in. Just letting Sharyl get in there and show us what she's doing.
Did I do it right? Did I bring it right?
You did. Fabulous job.
Thanks. I need encouragement. What else can you tell me about how wonderful I am? Tell me I'm...
Tell me how pretty I am.
Yeah. Exactly. Does anybody have any questions about masterboards? Is there anybody brand new to them? Or is there anybody who uses them in certain ways that maybe other people don't? Like, maybe you can tell me something fabulous. Who knows?
Is there anybody that finds us questionable? Bad luck.
You signed on for this.
This is it. This is what you get.
Let's do that. That looks kind of cool. A long overlappy bit.
Hello, Jen. You're new to masterboards. Well, join the club because I very rarely make them. But as I said, I've got these big journal spots that I need to put into my new book. And this is a good way to use up all the scraps, or some of them, because I have so many. So just remember, we are not professionals. Follow us at your own peril.
Jen, thank you very much. I happen to think you're pretty spiffy too. And why, yes, Cookie, I do sell things over on my channel. In fact, Cookie asked what I do on my channel. I do art sometimes. I sell supplies on my channel. I sell things that I've made on my channel sometimes. I do consignment. So we have Darcy here today from Darcy's Misadventures in Mixed Media. And you will find her journals on my channel.
Darcy does fabulous stuff too.
She does. Darcy amazes me, and that's how I became friends with her and met her, because I watched Darcy's channel, and I don't know if any of you have, but if you haven't, you need to. Because Darcy has a style where it's so casual and so easy, and she just puts things together and all of a sudden they're fabulous. And I'm like, how did she do that?
Speaking of Darcy, I have a gap here, a gap in my diary. You need to be in there. You need to come on. 22nd of May, Darcy.
Darcy, I 100% believe you that easy is an illusion. I totally believe that. Oh, Mr. Malik, you are sharp, kitty. So yeah, every first and third Tuesday of the month, we hold a live sale, and there's not a ton of selling going on over there. There's a little bit, and I show stuff and we sell it, but mostly we laugh and we sing and we play. And if you're in the mood for silliness on a first or third Tuesday, feel free to stop by. Silliness abounds.
Bits and Bobs by Ree sent me and my friend here to watch this. I enjoy watching your live videos. Thanks, Jen, and thanks, Ree, for sending them over. So for those who don't know who Ree is, Ree's undercover Sherry. She changed her name on us and tried to sneak away.
Wait, who is that?
She's one of my mods here, Sherry. She's changed her name to Bits and Bobs by Ree. And I didn't know who she was, and I welcomed her, and she goes, and I didn't even twig that she had a tool. I was going, who are you? What have you done with our Sherry? That was her.
Who's the stranger taking over my channel?
Who are you? Where is so if someone can put Sharyl's what page do you do your songs and stuff on? Silly stuff on your page?
Channel? Yeah. So my channel is called The Whole Bucket.
I will add. I thought I had added your channel in the comment section in the more part. If not, one of my lovely mods will put the link up.
That would be awesome.
There you go. Sale Silly Songs and Sharyl. There's the link. I know I didn't see your reply. I was busy gluing stuff, Darcy.
That is us over there. Having a good time.
Yes, Darcy, DM me and we will craft draft you. Voluntold. You've been voluntold.
I was voluntold too. I love that word. I have never heard that word before. Voluntold.
You will be voluntold.
Lindy voluntold me. She's a sneaky girl, that Lindy.
She is.
Okay, I don't have too much left to
Hi,
fill.
Debbie. Debbie Epps is in the house. Hello.
Debbie Epps. Debbie Epps, I have a question for you.
Ooh, she's questionable.
She's questionable. Well, Debbie Epps, I purchased some paint pours from you, and I have a project I want to do with them, but I found that the one I purchased with water in mind, I don't like it for that anymore. Do you have any more paint pours you want to get rid of? Okay, we're getting to where I've used a lot of big pieces, right? I think I'm going to find something to throw right in there in the middle, but now I'm getting down to where I need to start paring down, filling holes with littler bits. And then we can start the next step. What did you say? Tearing down perfectly good papers to make other perfectly good papers, right?
That's it.
So in a few minutes, this will be a perfectly good paper. And then I'm going to tear it down into being perfectly good bits. to put in a journal of some sort. I like that in the frickin' middle. I'm going to put this in the middle.
You are our inspiration, Jen. You are our inspiration for voluntold.
Wait, what is she inspiring? Oh.
She said she's been using voluntold for years. I said she's our inspiration for voluntold.
Oh, you have? Dares for live sales are first and third Tuesday, 7:30 Central Time. Thank you, Darcy. That's awesome.
Hi, Erin.
Hello, Erin.
So Debbie said no, she sold them all. So you're getting none. Getting nothing,
None.
I tell you.
Nothing.
Nothing.
For your own dang paint, lady. Quit being a bum. Fine, don't be mean to me, Debbie. Jeez.
Put her on the wait list.
I'm on the wait list. I'm on the wait list. I like it. I like it. Okay. This is an awfully bright.
Right. Your handle is getting very long, Jen. She is the voluntold, frequently craft drafted live tart. Is our Jen?
She's a tart?
She's a live tart.
Jen, I didn't know that about you.
See?
Thank you for sharing. I don't judge.
She's a live tart, not just any sort of tart, a live tart. Hi, Carmen. Welcome.
I just want to look for something in this pile a little different. And, oh, here we go. Confetti paper. There's a piece of confetti paper in here.
There you go. Oh, confetti paper. Now you've got me thinking. I've got bags of blue, golden, turquoisey confetti paper that I bought for a mermaid journal scales years and years ago, and I still have heaps of it left. There you go. Gonna use that.
So the theme of this show, use it, make it, or lose it. Obviously, I lost this kit, and now I'm using it for something that because I can't remember what to use it for. But this confetti paper, I make this. And I sell this. And you know what's funny? I don't use it.
There you go. Use it.
I know this is like a ripped up piece, but it's a little funny when you're surrounded by your stuff and you're in your workspace or play space or whatever you're doing that day. It's kind of funny what you forget about. So there are tons and tons of stuff. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I have a few rooms full of stuff that needs to be used.
That doesn't matter. I don't care if it's upside down. I have drawers. Everything's labeled. I'm a labeler. I label everything. Jen's got a label called the Live Tart. So everything in my thing has, it's eyelets, it's mushroom beads, it's sew on bling, it's lips and heart brads, whatever, is all labeled. But over on this wall I have lace, coloured lace, white lace, pink lace, ribbon, flowers, leaves, and there is 8 drawers in there that say random crap.
No. Oh, that's kind of awesome. I kind of love that, lady. I kind of love that. 8 drawers of random crap.
And every now and then I pull that drawer out and I go, well, that belongs in that drawer. This is what happens when I tidy up quickly for the next live. I throw it all in the random crap drawer to be sorted later. And the random crap drawers become 8 drawers now that I need to sort back into their proper places.
Is that what prompted this particular show for you?
Yes,
deal with your drawers?
It was that and the fact that I had so much stuff that it was overflowing into other rooms, and the fact that we may have to move back into the bus later on in life, you know, and I need to get rid of the stuff. I was buying things and then I'd find it in a drawer in an odd place, and then it's like we have this overwhelming, ridiculous, embarrassing amount of stuff, and we're still buying stuff. Why are we still buying stuff? So this is where live came from. So I've made it so that the only things that I buy now are consumables like glue and ink pads, and if I run out. Not that I'll ever run out of glue. I have boxes of them, but the good glue, like the art glitter glue, I keep that up. But
I have a very important question now, Di.
But I had a whole box. This is what really prompted doing this. I had a whole box of Ranger Crackle paint, unopened, all still sealed in the plastic. Opened it up to use it, and every single one of them were dry. Now that is over here $12 a jar, and there was 40 jars of them.
Oh my goodness.
That's a lot of money to waste. And I thought, no, I am not buying anything else. I am just using what I've got. Every now and then I'll hop into an op shop and find a fabulous piece of fabric or a story.
That's a question that came up. How are you doing at the no-buy?
I'm doing really well. I every now and then I'll buy, as I said, I'll find some storage that I really like, because I've changed all my storage from boxes into drawers, like the clear plastic drawers, so that I don't have to unpile boxes to find stuff to dig through. I just open a drawer and it's in there. So it's all storage. I'm spending my money on storage. I'm spending my money on consumables. Every now and then I'll do a Temu buy of Brad's and things like that. But other than
Temu is a controversial sort of vendor.
It is controversial.
How do you navigate it?
So I navigate Temu like this. I'm skating on the edge of upsetting people, but
no.
I do not buy paper from Temu because 99% of that is somebody else's handiwork, a little mum and pop shop like my Ko-fi shop that has digitals that they've stolen, and so I won't buy them. Things like stamps and dies. Here's my problem. I am a single income household, and that income is a casual income. So if there's no work, there's no money coming in. So I don't have money to spend. Like I went to buy a certain person's stamp set a couple of weeks ago because I love the stamp. It's $54.
Holy shnikes, man.
For a stamp set. And I thought, I cannot afford that.
Right.
And stamps and dies are usually stolen on Temu. So if I can get away with not buying, because I have a lot of stamps, I have to go through my stamps and put them into categories, because I wanted to buy the itty bitty stamp set that had all the little tiny stamps in it. And I thought, well, I have got hundreds of stamps here already, and a lot of them have itty bitty stamps in them. Why don't I just pull all those itty bitty stamps and put them on one page, and I've got a page of itty bitty stamps now. So I usually only buy things like trim, brads and eyelets, filigrees, like metal stuff. That's the only sort of things I buy from Temu.
bulk things.
Bulk things are like perishables of that sort of thing. I don't buy papers. I very rarely buy a stamp set or a die set from there. I have plenty. I don't need any more. I have hundreds of. I don't need a specific set of stamps because it's got one stamp in it that I like. Or
are you sure you don't need it?
I'm positive. Don't want any more.
Boy, though, I'm not helping, am I?
So yeah, it is very controversial. It's controversial, but everybody has a budget. My budget doesn't allow me to buy expensive stuff. So this is why I'm using what I have. When I do have to buy, I have to buy the cheap stuff because I can't afford the expensive stuff.
Indeed. I will give anybody who doesn't know about Temu shopping a piece of advice if they're concerned about things like copyrights, which we all should be, right?
Yep.
One of the things that people make a mistake about is that they think that Temu is a store. So I explain it like Temu isn't actually a store. It is more of a mall. And when you go there, you can take a look at the name of a vendor, and you can certainly do some research and find out if you can trust them and if they violate copyright or not.
That's it.
It can be a lot of work. Pardon me?
It's very easy to do. And then there's some sellers on there that have their own stuff. They only sell their own stuff. So you always go to them and buy it. You know that they're not selling copyrighted stuff. They're not stealing other people's stuff.
Yes,
there are vendor.
Yeah, for sure. There are completely legitimate vendors on there. There are a lot of thieves on there as well. So if you don't want to take that chance, what Di said is actually what I do too. So that's kind of funny. But I also just buy bulk things. I will buy specialty papers and the metal bits and the, stuff that's not copyrighted. So they're not thieving it, regardless of who they are.
Yep. But each to their own. If you can afford and you save up and buy the big branded stuff, I'm not telling you who to buy from and who not to buy from. That's not my place. I have a budget, a non-existent budget. So when I do have to buy something, I save up for art glitter glue. That's what I save up for. I will save up for tools. If I want a new trimmer, I'll save up for the new trimmer. But stuff like brads and eyelets and because I make my own digitals, I never ever have to buy paper from anybody. I just make it myself. I save up and buy the things that I need to save up for. The rest, no, we'll buy from Temu. I'm sorry if that upsets anybody, but everybody has their own journey. Nobody needs to be judged for their journey.
No, and you know what? I will 100% own up to, I own a few things that are probably copyright infringements before I knew that was a thing, right?
Yep.
And before I got so involved, I thought, oh, look, goody, all the cheap stuff.
Hi, Mariah. How are you?
Hello, Mariah.
So, yeah, that's my view on the whole Temu controversial.
That's good advice, though.
No it's each
at all.
Their own.
Yeah, true. Okay, so my masterboard is done. It's completely full.
Hang on. Let me put you up.
Okay. This is a little bit more colorful and
thank you,
intricate than my masterboards might normally be. A lot of times when I start a masterboard like this, it's going to be full of more generic stuff and more background. So I'm not going to do a whole lot on top of this, but I am going to take this little stamp thing I have and put some text on. Like so.
Oh, no, I don't punish you very often, not publicly anyway.
Wait, who's being punished?
Mo says I yell and punish at her when she doesn't put my links up.
I don't know about you, but people on my channel get thrown in detention.
That was a secret. You just told a secret. Now everybody will want to be punished by me.
Oh, look at that. Yeah.
What did you do?
I stamped myself instead of the paper.
What did you do that for?
Not sure. I'm not
Hi,
sure.
April. Have you been stalking us from the balcony?
Honestly, maybe art is just no fun unless you're, 5 billion colors by the time you're done. This is such a weird stamp. I can't tell which way it's supposed to go.
That's exactly right. Put those fingerprints on the paper.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Don't waste it. Don't waste that ink.
Don't waste it.
Flow.
Okay, that's really all I'm gonna do. That's all I'm gonna do, guys. There's a masterboard. It's done. Ta-da!
That is a beautiful masterboard, and I am not even halfway done.
It actually is really pretty. I like it. I'm pretty happy with it.
I'm sorry, but it needs some sparkle.
Oh, probably, right? But we're going to get to that in just a second here. I'll show you the next thing I do with a masterboard. So, yeah, here we go. We got to get this thing out, and it's broken. I really need a new big cutter board thingy. Oops, there we go. All right, so here's what I do. There we go. I don't know about you guys. You might do this too. You might have seen people who do this, but if you're newer or don't do this, here's the thing. If I were to look at this and say, oh my gosh, I want to make tags out of this. I want to make some pockets out of this. I need a belly band and a bookmark and blah, 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 blah out of this paper. I would sit and worry about what's in frame and where does it go and all that stuff. So I don't do that. I turn it over and I don't peek until I'm done cutting. And then I turn it all over and see what I get. So,
Mariah, no, we're not close. We live in different states. Julie and I are both from Australia, but live in different states. Hi, Sherry. Oh, hang on a minute. You're Sherry now. What's going on?
Mama Juju, I've seen you before.
That's April.
Hello.
Mama Juju.
Mama Juju. And a whole bunch of more names I don't know. Hi, Sherry. And I know Mariah. Hi, Mariah. I haven't seen you in ages. All right. So anyway, the first thing I cut is a 2-inch wide strip. This can be a belly band base and or a bookmark base. I'm going to make it both and just cut it at 6 inches. And that's not right. Why is that looking so goofy?
Mariah.
6. That was 8. Oh my gosh, what a weirdo.
Mariah, are you available on the 29th of May? Are you? You're being craft drafted, but you still haven't given me a date.
Mariah is the 28th of May. I declared it. Does that work?
No, 29th of May.
29th of May. I declared it. Does that work? I don't think so. Okay, so I did peek a little bit because I lost track of what was up and down. Here's the next thing I cut. I start biggest, right? And I failed to do that because I cut that 2-inch strip off because I got distracted and forgot what I was doing. But one of the things I really like to cut out is a 5x7 chunk, because a 5x7 cut in 4 pieces is a set of 4 ATCs.
Oh, yeah.
And I love that. I either leave it whole or I will make a whole collage thing and then cut it up. And I get
that's forward thinking. I don't do a lot of that.
So there I got my 5x7. I got a bookmark. I got a belly band. Let's make a tag size, but now I don't remember which is up and down. Let's just guess. All right, so this is 5 inches, a 3.5 inch wide.
I'm putting it in, Mariah. It's in pen. I can't erase it.
Oh, is she in?
She's in. Yay!
Oh, excellent. Good job, Mariah.
Yes, through StreamYard, Mariah, yes. Whoop, whoop. I will message you beforehand to find out what you're doing. Hi, Emma. Where's Emma? When did she come in? Wait. Bits and bobs, you're confusing me.
Uh-oh. What happened now? Oh, another name.
She's coming by Sherry. She's coming by Bits and Bobs. Now I'm just confused. Absolutely, we can. Yep. I will message you either after this live or later on. Oops.
Oh, wait. You're going to do what's a test? What kind of test? I'm nosy.
Just a test like we came in early to make sure everything was working.
Oh, gotcha. Let's make some little tags. I like little tags. We'll do 2 by 3.5. I don't know. Oh, shoot. I have 50 colors. What else do you cut out from a masterboard? Why can't I think about what we put in our journals?
Journaling cards, tags, pockets. You can make pockets out of them.
Yeah, let's do a pocket. So I'll leave it the 5 inches wide so it can go all the way across the bottom of a page. And we'll make it what? 2 inches deep?
It's Shannon. Hello, Shannon.
There's a pocket.
Just Mo, you keep an eye on that Jillsy journals. She's you gotta watch her. Gotta watch her.
Oh, that's a name I've seen before too.
Jillsy journal?
Yeah.
That's Irma. That's the fabulous Irma who does the most amazing boiled papers packs.
Oh my. Okay.
You need to have a look at those because they are fabulous. But she's trouble.
She's trouble.
Yeah.
What kind of trouble are you, Irma? All right. Let's think. Let's think here.
Who's a meatball? Hang on. I'm going to go back here.
You know what? I think I'm going to make a taller belly band and a thinner one. I'll go 1.5 by 8. So now I have 2 bookmarks or, whatever I want them to be at the time. And look how lopsided I cut that. How can you cut that lopsided on whatever? That's a talent, man. I am now going to trim this mess I've made.
Excuse me, Mariah. No, you can't just chat. You actually have to make something. You have to make something from your stash that you haven't used in a long time, if at all. So you need to look around and go, well, I've never used that. I bought that, but I haven't used it in donkey's ages. So I'm going to use that. That's what this is all about. So no, you cannot just sit there and chat. You've got to do both, chat and make.
Alrighty. Should we see what I ended up with?
A belly band.
we ended up with a belly band, and it's the wrong direction. That's okay. Darcy probably knows better than anybody, but if this is the belly band, right, it is going to drive my brain absolutely crazy that the text.
Well, do you know what you do now? Do you know what you do with that now? You glue some tissue paper over it and crinkle it. Then you can't see the words properly.
So you confuse your brain, and then it doesn't stress about the sideways letters.
That's it.
I love that. A strategy against my neurotic behavior.
Hi, Lisa.
I'm trying to learn that you can put things in other directions, but it's hard. Okay. So, all right, we got the belly band. We have a large tag. Oh, and that's the wrong direction too. Look what I've done. But it's got that gazebo top. It's really pretty. We have a bookmark. That can be a bookmark. We have.
Do I need to sing "Let It Go" to you, Shannon? I mean, Sharyl?
Pardon me?
Do I need to sing "Let It Go"?
Let it go, let it go.
You don't have to worry about the words being the wrong way.
I know. I'm a good worrier, though. It's a skill I excel at. If you are ever in need of a worrier, that's me. Just call me. Can't imagine what you'd ever need one for, but wow, I'm good at it. Okay. Then we have a small card.
That's right, Jen. It turned out fabulous. I'm still making my first one.
And there is my 5x7. Okay. Nice.
Well, you did a great job.
These guys, yeah, they'll all work. So I think I was going to continue on and turn these into other stuff, because the other thing I don't use is my fussy cuts and stuff, but that's like a whole different show. So I'll pull out another board and make another masterboard and show some more stuff I don't use like I'm supposed to. There's another ugly page. Yeesh. Kind of horrible.
Yeah, that's pretty ugly. I'll agree with that.
It is pretty ugly. Where is the pack of paper I brought?
A pack of pickled peppers that Peter Piper picked.
We're going to use this, I think. And this. So here's another thing that I found when I was trying to get ready for this that I don't use. This is something that I've actually invested quite a pretty penny in. These are all pages from books from the 1800s. And this one in particular is a Bible. And I know people might get a little ruffled because I'm tearing apart a Bible, but trust me when I tell you, it was not surviving. I don't just randomly tear apart fabulous books, right? But
I don't either.
It had a few thousand pages. So I have a lot of this paper. And I don't use it.
Do tell, Mariah. Do tell. Tell us your version.
Oh wait, what are we chatting about?
She said it's not the version that she heard of Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. How many pickled peppers did Peter Piper pick?
It's not the version she's going to tell, apparently.
Uh-oh. Well,
so on my masterboard, because I've used the orange card because that's the color card that I want, but I've also used some doilies that the colour can still poke through on, and I've also got some vellum, printed vellum, that I'm going to have so that the colour still comes through.
I like it when you can do that because it just gives such depth to your texture and colors, doesn't it?
Yes.
When you have the peaky bits.
We like peaky bits.
Even though this particular Bible was not surviving history particularly well.
Hi, Linda B.
I love it anyway because of this font. Is it gonna? I don't think it's gonna. It's not gonna focus, but this old German font is amazing.
It is beautiful, isn't it? I've got some. I did a journal a while ago for Medieval Mirage, and she had some papers that had that German font in it.
It's just so pretty, isn't it?
Yeah, it was very pretty. Very pretty indeed.
That is what I bought it for. I don't recommend doing it very often though, because that's a lot of pages, and that is not an easy amount to have to tear down and be careful with. And I don't know about you guys, but I am not a very careful person. And I had to be nice and be careful so I could get good paper out of it.
Oh, I don't do careful. I do.
No.
I do. Fly by the seat of my pants.
Careful is hard. I don't know. It is for me anyway.
Oh, look, peace signs. Let's have some peace signs.
Peace, baby.
I'm going to actually have to measure something, which is like, what?
Uh-oh.
I need to measure the slot in that journal to fit these cards in. So.
Gosh, I love that tree. I love that tree.
And this is the
yeah, I love that too.
The lotus with the tree. I need to print some more of those.
What is the dark thing next to the tree? Is that a feather?
No, that's some hair from one of the ladies.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Remember that one that I was cutting out at the start, the lips?
Yep. That's her hair?
I can't find the lips, but that's her hair.
Cool.
I've got to dig through this pile to find the lips.
Oh, how do I like the glue stick?
What have you lost?
Somebody asked, how do I like the glue stick? It has limitations, but when I need to do something really big like this on plain paper with plain paper, I love it. And I bought it as a joke, by the way, for my son who has taken up 3D printing, and he needed glue for the build plates. And I thought it would be funny.
Be very careful, Julie, because if you watch too many lives, you become part of the live tart crew. Jen Katie Fiddlybits is the queen of the live tarts.
Oh my goodness. Why? I knew I was going to ask Mariah. I was going to ask if your Peter Piper had some innuendo involved. And sure enough.
Yeah, I have to scroll back because it went past really fast.
Oh, I missed a bunch, I'm sure. But the part that I did see, of course there's innuendo in there.
Of course.
Of course there is. Okay. So I have another really, really old book and another really, really old book. This is a Godey's Ladies book, which I had never heard of until fairly recently.
Yeah, I've never heard of it until I saw it on, I think, Patty's Sale channel.
Patty at Sacred Mementos, Patty?
Yeah.
That's where I got it from.
Well, there you go. See, I've never heard of them until then. I probably had, but not taken any notice.
I had never heard of it, and she had one, and I just had to buy it. And I didn't know how. I was brand new, and I was in a different part of my house where the internet is really slow, and I was really nervous. And I was like, I don't know how to buy anything. So Casey proxied for me, and I'm like, what the heck is a proxy? What just happened? And she's like, you just bought a book. I did? That was my first experience with on live sales.
Happy Place Crafting is Beth, Julie. Sherry, are you in here twice? Are you just playing with my head? Are you trying to confuse me? Are you in here under both names?
That could see more viewership, right?
Making my head explode. Like, have I got the right person? Have I just got random mods in here all of a sudden? I am. Only one. What? Huh? It's the bonus Sherry. Okay. Righto.
That's the bonus, Sherry? I might have a little bit of jealousy there. I don't have a bonus, Sherry.
Not everyone can have a bonus, Sherry.
No, I guess not. Yeesh. Old books. Some of the texture of the flowers is showing through this one. I kind of like that. Like just barely, but it looks like shadowy stuff back there. That's kind of cool. Kind of cool.
Very cool. Cool.
Let's see. Let's see.
Whoa.
Such a good way to use up all your scraps and leftovers, guys. If you don't do this yet, give it a try.
If you're slow like me, it's going to take the whole live to make one.
Excuse me, mister. Hey, get off my desk, rat. Well, it's your own fault. He's trying to shake the glue off the bar now. Excuse me, mister. Excuse me.
Excuse me? How rude.
He's very rude. He's such a cute little baby, though. How do you not let him be rude? Actually, kind of like this. Come here, sweet pea. Oh, shoot. You can't go over there. Okay, never mind. I already got a cat over there.
You've used up a whole glue stick, did you say, Darcy? Where's my lips gone? I cut those lips up now. I can't find them. I've lost my lips. Where's my lips?
Do you guys want to hear something ridiculous I discovered today?
Wasn't something I did with it.
If you don't wear your teeth, saying the letter F is really hard. So I'm fairly new to dentures. Not that anybody really wants to hear about my denture problems, but I don't like them. Okay, they're not terrible, but I'm just saying it's not fun.
You'll get used to them.
I'm sure that's true. I lost them the other day. I've lost my teeth. This morning I was trying to talk to my son and I couldn't get
well,
the words out properly.
Here's my lips. I found him. Stop looking.
Excellent. Good job.
Good job.
Malik, little cutie patootie. I can't just sit and hold you all night, honey. Little rat fink. Okay. Book number 3 is a what is this? It's a school book. A textbook. There we go. A textbook on accounting. From what, 1820 something, I think? I really should have read it first. I might have been able to learn a thing. But I did not. Excuse me, sir. Can I? Okay.
No, you can't.
No, according to him, I can't. Mama, please just hold me forever and ever.
Maybe they'll fly out when you say, what? What are you talking about, Jen? What did I miss? Oh, maybe your teeth will fly out when you say funeral, Jen says.
Jen, that's not a maybe. Someday I'm going to be that little old lady. I will be at somebody's funeral and I will be on the podium and I will be trying to say something very heartfelt and touching in remembrance of someone special, and I will spit my teeth at the nearest pew. That's like a given. It's in my future. I just know it.
When my great-grandmother was still alive, and she lived to 99, any family get-together, and my grandmother used to drink whiskey like it was going out of fashion. She loved a glass of whiskey, and she smoked a cigar. And any family get-together, she would inevitably every time lose her teeth and her shoes. And you would know where you would find her teeth. Once we found her teeth in the fish tank.
You did not.
Her teeth were in the fish tank and her shoes were in the freezer.
No, they were not.
Yes,
seriously? So did somebody hide them on her, or did Grandma do that herself?
Oh, no, she just used to toss them every now and then, and she'd put them in a safe spot, what she thought was a safe spot after several whiskeys. But yes.
I will definitely join the ranks of your grandmother. In fact, I will be channeling your grandmother, I bet, because I already lose my shoes all the time. And I almost lost my teeth the other day. And I'm not against a whiskey now and then, although I haven't had any in years. But, you know, that doesn't sound like a bad life. At 100 years old, you can do whatever the heck you want.
Absolutely. We didn't mind spending a couple of hours the next day trying to find Grandma's teeth and shoes. And then we'd all say, well, you were in charge of her. You meant to watch where she put her teeth and shoes this time. And yeah, never ever happened.
Family assignments?
Yes, family assignments.
Whose turn is it to watch out for Grandma's teeth?
That's it. All right, I've got this done. I'm going to cut them to size, and then I'm going to do some fancy embossing. Now I've got to find my ruler.
Okay, show me what you're going to do, because I don't think I've ever done embossing on a masterboard, and I don't do nearly enough of it, and I want to.
I've got to measure. So hold on to your hat, ladies. I'm measuring. I'm measuring. Here we go. Remember this number because I'll forget it. So it needs to be. I'll put that down. It needs to be 8 inches by, let's go 8 by 6. Oh, goodness gracious me.
There we go.
8 by 6. So I'll get 2 of the big things out of this one, but I have to make another masterboard for the other 2. Oh, goodness, now I can't pick my ruler up.
There we go. We have a cue. You can't possibly forget. It's right there. Okay. Okay, apparently I've just started tearing things, which is also totally doable in a masterboard. You don't need to have straight lines, just tear stuff.
That's it.
Or cut stuff out like Diane did. And she's got all kinds of shapes. My brain won't do that because my brain is neurotic.
So I've got a big journal card for the pocket, and I've got a little one for a pocket somewhere. So this is going to have a tab on it. This one I want to be...
Oh, very nice. Look at that.
All right, so we've got 2 big journaling cards that are going to go in those pockets I showed you, and these will be bonus ones for whatever. Whatever. So I'm going to trim. I'll put it on solo instead, so you can see what I'm doing. Now, I've got this embossing pole.
Do you really?
I have this embossing powder that is translucent. So, and it is absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to put a few of these opaque ones on there as well, but I want to do a smear basically of this opaque one over the top of this. So I'm just going to take my embossing dabber. Actually, I might use my pad because I want a wider one.
Oh my gosh, what are you doing?
I'm just going to put me on solo so you can see what I'm doing.
Yeah, good idea. I want to watch. I love this show.
Okay, so this is my journaling card, which is going to go in yay way.
Sure.
I'm going to take my embossing pad and I'm just going to plonk it down and drag it across like that. Just like that.
Really?
Wow. And I'm going to dump this all over. All righty.
Oh, Jennifer, I love that story.
Wait, what story? Read it to me.
My grandma lost her teeth. We all searched her house and her yard/garden. Found them a year later in a pocket of my late grandpa's jacket she had worn one day.
Oh,
That's so freaking cute.
all right. Oh my goodness.
Darcy, you made a masterboard as tall as you? Are you serious right now?
Do I need to send you a link to get in here and show us?
I want to know what you did with it and how you managed to make it, because how do you fit that on your desk? I mean, that has to be quite an undertaking. So I run into something that I like to tell people. When I do a masterboard, I like to have 6, if I can get them, different designs of stuff, because otherwise I start running into samey sameness, and I don't like samey sameness. And I don't have 6 things for this board, so I'm running into a problem. Ooh, sorry, Malik. I just terrified my cat. Hi, buddy. So I'm going to use this little cloudy kind of print paper I've got sitting on the side. That is why I brought it over here, though. So that's okay. Oh. I can get down on the floor, right? You know what I can't do, though? Get up.
So maybe you could just get paint all over it and then just dive on it and swim to the other side of it. That would be a full-length one. Paint yourself.
So I forgot that the stuff you were putting on there was translucent. You said that. I'm like, where did it go? But
So it's translucent. It just has it has a pearly orange, very pale tinge to it. So that's it there. So it just gives a dimension. And now I'm going to just stamp some of those colors on there.
Oh, how cool.
Very pretty. It's a very pretty texture. Get rid of those ones and put let's put this one on.
I even sort of do that. I did. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's just fine.
Everything's fine. You're fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah. What's the matter, sweetie? Nothing. Fine. Who can relate to that sentence? Oh, wait, everybody.
Everybody.
I've lost my blade. Where is it? There it is. Come on, you. There we go. All right. Let's put a chunk of this smack dab in the middle. That'll be good.
That will do on there.
Let's tear this right. Yeah. So what are you stamping on there now?
Corners. I've got to find a corner.
I'm excited to see this. We are excited.
That's not big. That's way too big. Just the little corners.
Oh, look at that. I think I'll put this whole piece on now. That actually turned out kind of nice. Whee!
All right, corners.
Oh, how nice. So you'll leave this a whole great big journaling card?
Yes.
Nice. I kind of love it, lady. Kind of loving it. Okay, so now I'm down to some little things to do. I need to fill here, here, and here. Oh, I'm not. No. You stay on screen. I'm gonna watch you. I don't know why I'm yapping. Don't listen to me.
We can both be on screen. I'm only going to dry this stuff now. We can both be on.
So I was just gonna say that I'm gonna start filling in with some little bits, and I saved the edges of these papers. And the Bible pages have really pretty stuff on the edges. And I can tell you that I still have a problem, even though I said it's old, it wasn't surviving, and I'm using it. I love it. I don't want to tear Jesus's body apart, so I'm not going to do that. Maybe I'll leave him whole and I'll put him in a journal. That would be nice. But I'm just going to use the fancy bits and go like that. Whenever I run into nice words on a super old book like this too, I'll make those stand out so you're, spreading the loveliness.
You like spreading the lovely.
I know. I like to spread the lovely and the happy and the all the good things. All the good things, man.
All right. Let's make a tab now.
What's you got? Oh, look at that. So pretty.
Because I had so much texture on there, they're not detailed, but they're a corner. That's fine. Where's my brush?
I think getting the colors correct makes all the difference in the world, and you can get away with an awful lot of stuff. Like you said, there wasn't much detail in it. It doesn't even matter, does it? Because it matches and it blends and it makes words anyway. Yeah,
just another texture.
Indeed.
All right, so now I need a tab. What sort of tab?
Okay, let's do that. That's kind of cool.
Okay. Doing in there? Whole tag. What's that doing in there? I might make the tab out of this pocket.
I'm going to take a risk here. I just said I didn't want to chop Jesus in half, and now I'm putting God at the top of this page. I best be careful how I cut this one up.
Careful what you do.
Better watch it. But he won't care as long as the page he ends up on is pretty. Oh my goodness. What a weirdo.
Oh, nice, Darcy.
What do we got?
She's made messy squares or circles with the distress crayons, wet them with the paintbrush, and splattered colour that got on the brush. Nice.
Oh, you're using these margin bits, or even the whole white bit, you mean? That's smart. Like nothing gets wasted, right? I think I want a speck of numbery things. Oh, here, let's do this. I'll add a little bit more of the accounting book.
Let's put this tab here.
Okay. Okay. All right, this is another one done. I'm going to turn it over, trim it up, and see what we get. Hopefully, I will remember which way is up this time and not stress myself out by getting sideways letters.
The only way is up, baby.
Hey, what the heck is that song? I don't know.
The only way is up.
The only way is up.
The only way is up, baby. For you and me now. The only way is up, baby. Stop singing.
I have never heard that song. I think you should keep singing. I like it. I've never heard that at all.
I need to look it up and listen to it on YouTube.
We'll have to look it up for sure. Julie is sharing some.
What are you humping?
I know. Very things have turned very personal.
Whoopsie. Yesterday was hump day. I just humped myself out. You what? Julie, come on. You're bringing the Australian vibe down here. You can't be humping yourself out of the live.
Well, I mean...
All right, so here's my finished journaling tag. I'll probably put some coffee dyed paper or something, or maybe this orange paper. This has got... Yeah, stop. Hold everything. I haven't finished it.
I'm holding. What are you doing?
Wait. Just wait. Look, let's do this way first.
I am on pins and needles, lady.
That sounds comfortable. Not.
No, not so much, I guess, right? So this one's done, but it's very boring. You can leave it this way so that it's generic for any way you want to use it in the future, but I think we should add some fun stuff.
Fun stuff. We like fun stuff.
I like fun stuff, don't you? How about if we doodle on it?
Love fun stuff.
I think we should doodle. Let's doodle.
Let's doodle. I'm not going to doodle, but I'll watch you doodle.
I will doodle. Let's see if I can think of something to doodle, though. That's the tricky part, isn't it? What you gonna do? I will draw. Oh, you know what? I'll just do viney stuff.
Julie, I have typoed a lot more embarrassing stuff than that, I can assure you. I've said things out loud that it should have been a typo.
Just blame it on autocorrect.
I say my autocorrect has no filter, just types whatever it feels like. And yet when I want to swear, it comes up with some stupid thing that doesn't make any sense. And I have to say, it's never duck. It's never, ever duck predictive text. You should know me by now.
I had an autocorrect once where I sent something to Darcy, and I don't even remember what I said, but autocorrect just didn't put in, it was speech to text, right? And it didn't put in proper punctuation. The only thing wrong was the punctuation. And somehow it changed the structure of the sentence in such a way that I told her she did crappy artwork. I don't remember how or why, but the next morning I was going over stuff and I went into Messenger and looked at it and went, oh, holy buckets. I can't believe I just said that. I instantly sent an apology, but I mean, she said she didn't see it. Darcy, I don't know if I believe you, but she said she didn't take it that way anyway, but I was like mortified.
I have to vacuum. I've got crunchy stuff everywhere. It's annoying me. So much stuff everywhere. Trying to vacuum, not happening.
Do you ever leave your art room and find that you even have stuff in your hair?
Oh, look, I go shopping and I find I'll be scanning groceries and I'll look at my elbow and I've got something stuck to that. And
when I tried, when I tried gel printing, I get paint all the way up to my elbows.
Right, let's see if this fits. It fits. Does it fit?
Fingers crossed. Wait, I gotta do those on purpose.
Da-da-da! Get that.
Beautiful.
Now I'm going to pull it out again because I need to put a dangle on it. Don't you love my pen? Didn't my pen turn out so good?
It's beautiful, lady.
I love my pen.
Do you make flat pens for a lot of your journals?
Yes. Most of them come with a flat pen.
It's a fun thing to make, and it's a fun thing to get, I think.
It is. Nobody will ever have a pen like that. Now, I want an eyelet. A, 2.
Okay.
You need the tarts thing explained. I've been living under a bridge. Okay, so how do I explain the tart thing? So we go to a lot of lives, different people's lives, and one day Jen, Katie Fiddlybits, just spent the whole day evening being at the same lives one after another, and it was like, what, you again? You're like a live tart. You're everywhere. I was everywhere as well, and it just became a thing. And Jen became the original OG live tart. And now, as I see other people at the same lives all the time, they become live tarts as well. It's just a fun thing. No ill intent meant. Now I need something to dangle off.
What you got? Oh, you just pulled that jewelry apart. You must have something.
I put it all away. Now I've got to find. I've got a little box of stuff that I made specifically for this journal. So it will be in here.
I might have got carried away right there. That's okay. That's okay.
These ones. This is what I want to have off those.
Hello, Lamont.
Hi, Lamont. Look, I think you've got a few more lives to go before you're officially a live tart, Carmen, but you're getting up there. Judy definitely is a live tart. Most definitely.
Is this an unadmirable aspiration? I mean,
absolutely. It has kudos attached. Yeah, Judy, you don't look so innocent.
There needs to be an official greeting for the live tarts.
Now I just say hi, live tart. You're a live tart. Where's my tools? Now you've got me all flustered now. Jewelry tools. Glue.
I don't like this little section at all. This is horrible. I will have to fix this. What was I thinking, man?
What? I need a bigger eye. Bigger on it. I was playing with something the other day and it had a magnet in it, a journal closure, and now my jewelry tools are magnetized and they just hold on to everything that they're not meant to hold on to. So annoying.
Tell me again how that happened, because I didn't hear when you started saying it, and I have things that have now turned magnetized too, and I don't know how it happened.
Because I was making a closure and part of the closure was magnetic. It was a magnetic closure, and now my tools are magnetized. It's like,
so it's. I did not know that magnetization was contagious in things. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. I've never had that problem before, but now my tools, my pliers, seem to be magnetic and they pick up stuff. It's like, sometimes it's handy so you don't drop them, but other times it's quite annoying.
Like when you want to put things down and they don't want
Tammy has tart goals. Tammy wants to be a live tart. Mama Juju's a live tart. All right, so I have dangle now. I'm going to show you my finished journal card. It is now.
Awesome. Let's see that. Let's see what you got.
Oh, God, how'd that happen? Where'd that come from?
Did somebody just throw that at you?
Somebody just threw glue at me. What the heck?
Seriously, it did look like somebody just whipped it right at you. That's hilarious.
I don't even know where that came from. My goodness. All right, let's do this. Let's go big for a minute.
Indeed. Let's take a look at what you got, lady.
All righty, so there it has.
Oh, I love that little piece. That's cute.
So when I'm sitting in the lounge room of a night time watching something I really don't want to be watching, but keeping hubby company, I take a whole heap of beads and head pins in my little dish, and I just spread them on and make all these little dangles so they're ready to go. Ready-made elements, I call them. So seed beads and just tiny little ones. So this is my ready elements. This is my ready element straw. So I can just go in here and get a flower or a skull or a tiny little, find a tiny one. Or a mushroom.
That's a good idea. Such a good idea.
Dangles, just a tiny single little bead on a ball pin, just all ready to go. So that's what I do.
I do believe I'm going to copy you.
You may copy me.
It is flattery, I promise. But I think I might need to make me a bowl of ready bits. And
ready elements ready to go. And it's not just single beads. It can be like a whole tassel paper bead, but I just take them in with me like these. They're all different sorts. But yeah, just
by the way,
handful of seed beads.
Sorry. Darcy gave us a new word that I liked and I don't want you to miss because you might want to use it. She said, what in tartation?
What in tartation?
What in tartation?
It's our new greeting. What in tartation?
Are you doing here? Yeah. I loved that word. It went by and I just wanted to say it out loud. That's all.
Thanks, Darcy. It's now in the script of the greetings. It's not just going to be hi, it'll be what in tartation? Alrighty, there is my.
That is beautiful. Good job, lady.
There is my tag. My journal card.
Using up forgotten stuff.
To journal card, and each one of these will have one. They've all got a spot for one. So yeah, this is getting finished, this thing. It's almost done. I have finished page 1 completely. It's all finished. Look at these tags. Didn't they turn out fabulous?
Oh, I love the way you use that corner on the top. Yep, that's awesome.
What to do with a corner. This one's got a feather.
What's that thing on the top? Is that another bead?
That's just one of those flat back gems that I glued to a piece of paper and put stickles around it.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yep.
Yeah, there's a pocket here. Why have we got feedback all of a sudden? Is that me?
I'm not hearing any. Are you guys hearing feedback?
Hearing me twice.
I'll make a cowboy one. People look for that cowboy stuff, huh?
Oh, they love the cowboy stuff. So this is page 2, all finished. Oh, need a tag in there.
There are actually some videos coming out of me using your Viking stuff.
Oh, really?
Woo. Yeah, next week and the week after, and probably the week after that. But yeah, since it came out and I got it printed, I'm putting it in that Valkyrie journal. So if you want to see your stuff in action,
I will watch.
It will be up and going.
Excellent. I've still got to stick a few cards in, which I'll do next Wednesday. I've got to finish this waterfall. I think I've got a few pages on this one left to do. Yeah, the envelopes. I've got to do the envelopes. So, but other than that, she's gone pretty well. I've just about finished all those pages. I've still got some stamping to do on the journal pages. I'm going to stick a few. I've got a lot of page hidden paper clips and stuff, so I might put a few of those in there, but I don't want to put pockets and things in there because it'll be too chunky.
Is this the lap book you're doing on Wednesdays? Is this is the same one, right?
Yes. Yeah, so we're nearly done. So next week I'm going to finish it up, and then the week after that, Jen and I are going to launch our, I think if she's ready, we're going to launch our collaboration kits.
Oh, what's that about?
And start making a journal with it. That's a rust kit. So her part of it is her beautiful photography.
Which Jen, you told me that, right?
Which you will buy her kit as a printed, proper printed photographs, like in a printed form. And then I have a digital that will go, that complements it. Well, hopefully it complements her beautiful photography.
I bet it will. It'll be beautiful.
But we'll launch that. We'll launch that kit, collaboration kits, double. So Jen's will be on her page, on her Ko-fi shop. Mine will be on my Ko-fi shop. You can buy both. You can buy either or whatever. But we're going to make a journal out of that as well. So that'll be a few weeks in the making as well to make a journal from those two kits. That'll be the Wednesdays.
Nice.
They go great together. They do. They will definitely go great together. So next week I will finish up my boho journal. The week after is Jen. That was meant to be this week, but I had other things come up. So
yeah, you did.
So I'm going to finish off this one. Oh, look, let me put you back on. Why am I still on?
Because it's your show, honey.
No, it's our show.
It's our show.
It's our show. So yes, I'm going to finish off this kit, this tag the same. I'm going to make two more that will go into the other 3 pages that we've already got there, and then we'll have some journal cards to go in some of those pockets that are still empty. So
you can't sit here, dollface. Okay, I think that's all I'm going to do on here. Just have this green here, but I think I'm going to cut it up. How much longer do we go? Do I still have time to do stuff?
Yeah, we go till we're done, like till they're sick of us and they start all going, I'm going to bed now. I've had enough of you.
Oh, well, I mean, done.
So usually we do about an hour and a half to 2 hours. So we've been going nearly 2 hours. Oh my goodness. We're going longer if you want. Yes, Julie, they will be.
They would be what?
Oh, Julie just asked about the rust. So Jen has taken some beautiful photography of rusty stuff, and I've made a digital of rusty stuff. So it's an industrial grunge rust collaboration. All right, so I'm going to put these aside, and I'm just going to start making another one. We'll probably finish in another 15 minutes or so.
All right. Well, I am going to, with that in mind, I'm going to cut this up, and then maybe I have some stuff to the side, and maybe I'll finish a bit and show what you can do with the way I did them. Since you got to show the way you did them.
Go for
it. All full of envy.
Yeah, we like to see what you're going to do with them at the end. So let's go for it.
Absolutely.
It's all very well making something, and then people go, well, now you've made it. What are you doing with it? What do you do with it? Now what? Well, this is what I did with mine. This is what Sharyl is doing with hers.
Indeed. So, how tall is this? Let's do a big fat tag. A giant fat tag. Who are you calling fat?
Rude.
How rude. Jeez, man. Rough crowd around here.
I know, right?
Okay, so one of the things I like to do is get super tiny. And I make little tiny books. I'm actually going to cut a strip with the intent that it will turn into a 1-inch book. Oh. Should I do 1 by 1.5? That sounds probably pretty good, right?
Sounds good to me.
Oh my goodness. I'm making tiny things. And we'll leave that piece for something. Something. Which way is up? That way is up. Let's do a tall, another size tag. And I think I'll do a set of them. Ooh. Look at how wonky my cutting is getting. I think I'm just not holding my paper down. Here's something I learned when I started using fancy ink. So my VersaFine Clair is what I consider fancy ink, but it stays wet for the longest time. Look at this disaster I'm making all over my board and all over me. It's still wet. It's ridiculous, I'm telling you. Let's do a pocket. Let's do a deeper pocket. There we go. Let's do, how wide is this? 5. Let's do another 5 by 7. Ooh. And I will leave that piece for a mystery bit.
Ooh, mystery.
Yeah, don't you love surprises?
No. Everything I do is a surprise. Wow, look at that. That worked out. Oh, how the heck did I do? Where'd she go? Uh-oh. Where did she go? Come back, come back. She disappeared. Come back, Sharyl. Don't leave me all alone. Well, goodness gracious me, if she didn't want to play anymore, she should have just said so. She didn't have to leave. What in tartation's going on here? She's probably oblivious and still talking away, hasn't even realized she's disappeared from us. Oh, where has Sharyl gone? Oh, where could she be? Here she comes. Let me find my mouse. Dum, 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 dum. She's muted herself. What's going on? You've got sound, no picture.
Well, that. Oh, we got here. Let me shut off the echo thing.
Oh, hang on. You just had a flash of light. Have you got something covering your lens? There you are.
Hi,
everybody. No, you're muted now. No sound, no sound, no sound. Nope. Nope.
Hello.
Nope.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello, yeah?
We have sound.
Oh.
Glad you're not naked.
Me too. I mean, hopefully I would have paid attention before I opened that camera, but boy, you never know. So welcome to my big fat mess behind me. I apologize for that. I was not expecting guests. In fact, what is that? That's my light. Oh, how weird. Okay. So I don't know if you guys have noticed.
What's going on?
I have cats. Don't know if you noticed. But oh shoot. But one of them unplugged all my stuff. And then when I came back on, it switched cameras. Oh, there we go. Okay. We are repaired. Ta-da!
Nothing to see here. Carry on. Carry on.
Oh, good grief. I'm sorry. That was a terrible waste of our time. And
we're such professionals here. Having cats taking us out and expect the unexpected.
Belly band. Fun tag. As opposed to those yucky tags. Bookmark. All right. So my cat chewed up a bunch of time and we've already run really long, and I don't know if I'm pulling this off or not. Diane is
don't be stressed. It's all good. It's all good. People are still here. They're all loving what we're making. You're doing a fabulous job.
I'm going to turn this into a giant tag super quick. So I'm going to show you another thing that I pulled out for this exact purpose, because of things you don't use. Do you guys know Marta? This is Marta, right? At Maremi Small Art.
Yes.
So she made these. She made her cut and collage books. They're entirely too nice. Jeez Louise. I fall for it every time.
They're very cute. I don't have any, but they're very cute.
They're super cute. But I got them because I love them, like everything else. And then they just sit there. So let's take this tag and see if we
can. Mine too, Darcy. Mine too. Which is my very first mixed media person I watched on YouTube.
Really?
Yeah.
I think mine. No, you're right. She might be my first mixed media person. My first junk journal person was Natasha. Treasure books.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, it's all good.
Okay, I kind of like this. Let's just. I don't really do a lot of fussy cutting. I call what I do not so fussy cutting. Other people call it kiss cutting.
I call it cussy cutting.
Cussy cutting. There is a certain language base that goes with cutting out things. Do you have a specific lexicon for your cussy cutting?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it. Don't like it. Usually son of a bitch comes in most of the time.
There you go. Okay.
Makes frequent stops while I'm cussy cutting.
I mostly just go, what the heck? Yeah. Heck. Well, that's kind of fun, but it doesn't really. I mean, that was good, but I don't like it.
Don't like it? Why don't you like it?
I don't know. I'm kind of a fuss budget about stuff. I'm super stupid picky and stuck in my brain.
Well, you know that your head rules out your artistic side, so you should stay out of it when you're making stuff.
I 100% believe that and agree with that. 100%. Get out of your head.
Yep.
Just let it flow. There. I like that better. I like that. Okay, let's find another thing to put on there, though. Still fairly.
Did you disappear again?
No.
Did you
No. I was just trying to get chat back. All right, let's do this guy. See if this works. And do some layering. I love layering. You know what I haven't done? I reorganized my entire studio. And it's like last year. It's not even put back together yet. And one of the things I have failed to do is get like your little bin of ready bits, right?
Yep.
I don't have those items around me. Like the little scraps of stuff that you do the layering with. And
let me take a photo of what's in front of me, and I'll show you on my phone what I see when I'm sitting at my desk.
Oh, seriously, boy.
If my phone will let me in, because I've got glue on my thumb and it won't take my thumbprint.
Hi, sweetheart. I know, honey. I know. Okay, I'm going to get some green. My very favorite green forest moss. I love it so much. Is this my... No, it's not.
Okay, so this is what I see from the left. This is right across the front of my desk. So this is my desk.
Oh, very nice.
So it has all of the little drawers that have got charms and chain and beads and bulb pins, eyelets, brads. This is directly in front of me, these little drawers. And then on the right I have the big drawers that have all my filigree, book corners, hinges, locks, all that sort of stuff. And the
that looks fabulous to have all that so close at hand.
Yes, it's very handy.
It's all very color coded too. Is the stuff in it color coded, or you just get used to what's in what drawer?
It's just got a label on it that says, eyelets, yellow green eyelets, or these drawers I've had for a long time, and they've changed uses. Once they had beads in them, once they had all my findings in them. It depends on what I'm working on as to what's in them. If I'm into jewelry at the time, all my jewelry stuff goes in there.
Well, that is what I need to work on, just what you showed right there, because I need to get I need to get the creative little things sitting right here.
Yes.
Have them to hand. Yeah.
I like to have that sort of stuff handy. It's got all my paper clips and one whole set of them has got just charms in it, just nothing but charms in categories. Another one's got all my bead caps and fancy chain cabs, things like the eyes, the eye cabs that you make dragon eyes and stuff out of, all that sort of stuff.
I don't make dragon eyes. I want to know more about that. Well,
they're all sorts of eyes. They're not just for dragons. So they're the resin eyes, like the eyes, like eyes. Oh.
And you make them.
Like
I have purchased eyes like that, but I don't make them because I'm a bum. Very nice.
These are purchased ones, but then I use clay or paper tissue, whatever, to make it into an actual eye.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, very nice. Very nice. All right.
Yes, Julie, I've got to get rid of some stuff too. I've got far too much stuff. That's hence making these boards, and this whole video series is all about using up your stash.
Use up your stash, your forgotten stuff, your scraps, because I know we all keep them. I know we do.
It's not just that. It's like your mediums and things. Like Julie just said, she's just lost all her.
Yeah, for sure.
Something, and I did all my yesterday. Last week, I opened up one that I'd only just bought, the Tim Holtz Collage Medium, and it was dry. It's like, what the heck? So I'm sorry, Ranger, but I've had too many things dry up from me. I've spent hundreds of dollars on. Just not going to do it to myself anymore.
Okay.
Where is that? I wonder like the idea of that being on there.
I want to take this in a little further. I couldn't find my little dauber thingies, but I do have my blending brushes. And I think I want to take this green into the page or into the tag more rather than just my, usual edging. Let's do it. Let's do it a bit like this. This is better.
I have so much stuff, Darcy, that I've been hoarding. It's just ridiculous. What are we hoarding it for? We're going to kick off the bucket in, 20, 30 years' time, hopefully, not too soon. But everybody's going to dump our stuff. What are we hoarding it for? Use it. We bought it to use it. Why are we hoarding it? Let's make pretty stuff out of it and send them off to their new owners before it all gets tossed to the op shop or put in a dumpster by our kids. Because it's rubbish to them.
We just need to, art, right? But we need to find more and more things to do with art, with our art.
Yes. That's why I'm making lots of cards this year. I'm using up all of those pieces of paper to make beautiful cards and actually giving them to people and selling them. Never knew how popular my inappropriate Christmas cards would ever be.
I didn't know about your inappropriate Christmas cards. That sounds hilarious.
They are hilarious. with, and I've sold so many of them.
Okay. I'm gonna have to take a peek at that.
I'll show you something stick. Most people have seen them before, but they are funny.
I don't have anything splatterable. I want to splatter some bits on here. I got nothing. Honey.
What about?
What?
Haven't you got any paints there?
I do, but I don't have any water, so I can't. I'm a little discombobulated lately. You know, I'm just discombobulated, lady.
Well, that's not good.
It happens, though, doesn't it? We all get discombobulated. Hopefully, I'll pull it together. Jeez.
Get your shit together, woman.
I know. I actually think this is kind of fabulous. So, I'm not calling my doodling very fabulous because this particular spot is really kind of chunky and funky looking. But if you think you can't do stuff, I don't know. This is probably the wrong crowd. You guys are probably all fabulous and wonderful and do so much stuff better than what I'll ever show you. But if you're not and you're new and you think you can't do this, when you end up with stuff like this and you're not real happy with it, this tag in general is actually really pretty. And I just added a bunch of sparkles. So when they dry, it's going to sparkle. Put a sentiment over this section or add a little bit that's specific to the journal you end up putting it in and that kind of stuff. So, you know.
Which is what I'm doing, yeah.
Don't think that just because you didn't end up with something that you think is... Never think it's not good enough. That's what I'm trying to say. Never think it's not good enough.
So usually at the end of every journal that I make, I will make a masterboard out of the scraps or punch whale tail tabs or just circles. And I've got bags of circles so that I can just make stuff with them later on. I'm getting to the point now where as soon as I have finished with that journal and I've used up the biggest scraps, I'll keep the bigger pieces like this size. I've used up the biggest scraps. All these bits are going in the bin. Whereas when the grungy stuff, I used to keep that. For what, I don't know. So I never use them. In the bin.
Is there a spot where you're like, no, this has totally got to go? I mean, sometimes I have caught myself saving the tiniest little piece of paper and I'm like, come on, lady, really?
Yeah, it's got to go.
Okay, what if we tuck this? No, don't do that. What if we tuck this like so? Oh, look at that. That tucks actually pretty nicely right there. So I'm going to cut this, right?
Weenie woman. There's a weenie woman in the house.
Why, hello, Adria. How are you today, lady? Did you just get here? What I mean,
where have you been, woman?
Where have you been? Yeah, I'm going to tuck another flower back there. That'll cover up some of that place that I feel like is awkward, right?
Oh, hang on. We've got to do what in tart nation?
Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh. You're right. Totally forgot our new word. I should have said that one. What in tart nation?
That's our new catchphrase for all the live tarts, Adria. You're the first one to walk in on it. What in tart nation is going on here?
All right, let's see.
Hi, Yolanda. Yolanda. Apparently,
Oh, Devin is here. Hello, Yolanda. Apparently, we can't quit because we have people just getting here. That means we need to start over.
Well, you're lucky I'm not starving, so it's nearly lunchtime. We can keep going. It's okay.
I had about 4 bites of some baked beans today. That's the only thing I've eaten all day. I should probably, up my dietary skills because that just doesn't sound good, does it?
No.
No.
Not at all.
Okay, I don't think this is going on the book or on the tag I just made, but I really want to try this. So I'm going to cut out the beast because I think it's funny.
What doesn't sound sustainable? What have I missed? Hi, Beth.
What, sweetheart? Yeah, way too big and not the right vibe, but I really kind of like that.
4 bites of beans is definitely not sustainable. No.
I really should eat some food. That is entirely true. It's been one of those days, It's been a little much today.
It's just been stressing about coming live with me.
Getting to sit here and just craft some stuff and chat with friends has been a blast, though. I mean,
absolutely. And that's what this is all about. Just chat and craft.
Well,
Not too stressful.
I kind of love it. Just hanging out.
Yay! Man, I have a headache.
I'm sorry.
No, I've had a headache for 2 days. It's driving in the city that does it for me.
Is it the tunnel that did it?
It's the tunnel. The dreaded tunnel.
Damn that tunnel. Okay, I don't need a word.
With messy dye. Sharyl, the whole bucket, Sharyl.
Yeah, I'm the whole bucket. I am the whole bucket, not just part of it, the whole gosh darn thing. Okay, instead of fussing with some words to put on this one and something to fill the spaces I'm not happy with, and because I can't find my eyelets, because remember I said I didn't put the little bits back in my studio yet, I won't finish this tag anymore. But what I will do, I just whip it to the side. Just whip it over there somewhere. What I will do, just check it. I'll actually pull out the other set that I made tonight. And let's see if we can pretty up one of these. How about if we pretty up the ATC set? So when I do this, if you have never done 1, 2.5, if you have never done a 5x7 to make 4 ATCs at one time, it helps a bunch if you just do a light pencil line. 1, 2, 3.5. I can count. Ooh.
She's now so we're getting.
Yeah, I can count. Oh, apparently I can't count because that is definitely not the middle. 1, 2, 3.5. Okay, apparently I can't count to 7. Where is the top of this thing?
Do you need to take your shoes off?
That is 7. 3.5 is so the middle of 7. What the heck am I doing?
Mm.
2, 3.5. Okay, I'm gonna make the line. It looks really weird to me, but it's got to be right. I know how to math sometimes. Excuse me,
Anyone
sir.
not only does Sharyl create fabulous things on her channel, she also sells fabulous supplies on the first and third Tuesdays of the month. There you go.
Thank you. I do. It's true. My own things and consignment things, so I support other artists as much as I can. That's my whole goal, is to support art. Okay, I don't know why that looks so weird to me, but it must be right. So let's get something pretty going on here. Let's check something quick though. Like, this is really bright for me. I don't do bright, and I don't do flowery, and I don't, ugh. Let's see if I cover it up. Should I cover it up and make the whole thing kind of shadowed under this frosty film? What do you think?
Some people do fabulous frou-frou. I don't. Vellum and tissue paper are great for covering up things that you still want to see, but you've put them on upside down or back to front, or
They are really good at that. They're also good at this, toning things down. And I think I'm going to do it. Wait, see if anybody commented. You want to tickle the kitty? Well, I think I finally figured out what his problem is. I think he wants to go outside. And my husband is home this evening and up this evening, and he's out there, but he is ignoring this little guy and not letting him outside. I think that's why. Yeah, I think that's why he keeps coming in here and bugging me, because I think prime hunting time. And this little guy is a prolific hunter. Yikes. We have to keep the windows and doors closed because he brings, not quite finished hunting in the house.
So, Beth, I didn't see your answer. Did you get those photos that I sent you of the roosters? I was traveling in the car and I didn't see if Beth got them. Did you, Beth? Did you?
I don't think that's what I meant to do. Oh, wow.
No, I didn't. Oh, tit. No, Darcy, I didn't see that. No, don't know what you mean.
A tartan training. Oh. Okay. I didn't follow what in the world that was saying for a minute there, and now I have to say, oh, Darcy.
I have to go back. Hang on. Darcy.
I might be a little late with my indignation, but there, you have some. Oh, Darcy. You want some of this? Here, there you go.
Happy place.
Okay, here we go. Ooh. I accidentally let this flop a little bit. It got right in the glue. So I got this giant piece of this gauzy stuff, and I put my card right in the middle, smack dab in the middle.
No, I can't find what you said, Darcy. I lost it. Yes, Sharyl is only about 8 subbies away from her 500, so get there if you haven't subbed.
Am I really? I have some fun stuff I want to do when I get to 500. I'm very excited about 500.
Well, you're very, very close, and possibly you will be there by now.
Oh my God, that would be amazing. That would be amazing. I want to
because these girls are fabulous at sharing your link and fabulous at getting people to sub to you.
Aw, thank you, everybody. I think that's amazing. I hope to see you over there too. Make sure you say hi to me and remind me where we met, because the memory factory here is a bit flawed. Just saying.
Okay. Tell her Messi sent ya.
Right. Yeah, gosh, my memory is a disaster. How about you guys? Do you guys have good memories? I bet you do.
Pardon, who are you?
What
Did you say?
Oh my gosh, that's really pretty. It leaves like none of my original cards though. Oh wait, how about this way? I kind of love that though. Just to cover it with other giant flowers. Somehow that seems a little silly, but you know, maybe that's okay.
It's fabulous. It's fabulous.
Isn't it kind of pretty? I don't know. Oh, here. Oh, well, that's even bigger. What a goofball. Do you have anything little in here? Anything at all already cut out? Little. No, of course not. Okay, I'm going to do this. I don't think I've ever done this. Usually when I want to make the 4-card thingy jobber, I will, you know, make like a scene in there. So it's good by itself or when you cut it up. I think this is good by itself. And as soon as I get these glued down, we'll cut it up and we'll see if it worked or not. How's that?
Cookie Wookie, you're such an awesome, awesome cheerleader. I don't think I know anybody who cheers as hard as you do for our channel. I love you. So it's 3:30 a.m. where Cookie Wookie is, and she's trying her hard to get you to 500.
Are you serious? It's 3 a.m.? What?
It's 3:30 a.m. where she is. She's dedicated to the cause to get Sharyl to 500. You're at 897. No? No, 8, no. What are you at? I don't know. I know
you're kidding me. Are you kidding me? I can't stand it. I can't stand it. If I make it to 500, that is going to change my entire weekend. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding.
Hi, Colleen. Hi, Colleen. Yeah, so she's only got a few to go to get to 500. Let's get her there. Let's try our best.
It could happen. You don't know. It could happen.
Absolutely.
All right. Let's see what we're going to end up with. I'm trying to be speedy because we've been at this a long time.
Oh, my goodness. Where's my plug gone? Forgot I unplugged my computer to put my heat gun in. Now my screen's gone very bad. It's like,
oh, that's funny. I like it. I like it. I'm trying to hurry. Okay, what do we got? How about like so? No, I don't want that high. About like so.
Don't scroll. Mo says, don't scroll. Use this link right now. She puts the link up again.
Hit the button. You can do it. Hit the button. All right, I think I have to look. I'm going to look, guys. I'm going to see where I am.
She's got to go check it out.
496. That is pretty fabulous, guys. Pretty flippin' fabulous.
Getting close.
Yep. I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh, I am such a mess. That's when you know you've had a good time, right?
Absolutely.
When there is glue and paint and
I was just trying to get into my phone to take photos, and it wouldn't let me in because I had glue and paint on my thumb. It wouldn't let me in because I get in via my thumbprint.
Oh, it doesn't recognize you. That's when you know you've had a good time. When your machinery doesn't recognize you. Okay. We need one thing right here. We need one small thing.
Yeah, it goes by your email, Sherry, so you won't be able to sub twice under 2 different names because you've probably used your Google email to make your other account.
I don't like that. I don't like that one. Let's see. What can we add here quick? No, not you. You're ugly. Oh, sorry. I didn't know. Sorry,
Here I am, hosting you, getting you up to 500, and you call me ugly.
No. I should really learn some manners, huh?
The gratitude.
He's sitting on my scissors. Okay. I will cut quickly.
Did Beth answer me? Did Beth leave? Did Beth answer me? No, she didn't answer me.
What were we asking?
Oh, I got these beautiful embroidered roosters from an op shop ages ago, and I took some photos and sent them to her, but she said she didn't have them the last time I spoke to her, and then I asked her again because I dropped them in her messenger on Facebook to see if she still had them. I was going to show them to her tonight. They are beautiful.
Okay, now I'm going to sound really weird, but what is an op shop? I don't even know if I'm saying the same thing you are. Whatever you said you found the roosters in a something shop.
Oh, op shop. We call them op shops here. You call them a thrift store. So they're called opportunity shops here.
Oh, okay. So I did hear it right. It's op, like OP.
You did, yes.
Okay. And it's just like a used stuff store?
Yeah, so secondhand that gets donated.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's cool. I think right there. Ooh. Okay. We're gluing, people. I'm making a commitment. And then we're going to chop this thing up and take a look.
I'm going to make this one the bottom one. So
that's the bottom. You know what? What are you doing over there? You're working on the other big tag, right?
Yes, I'm just going to place these tabs in the right place so that they stagger, so that they're staggered when I put them in the book.
I am going to have to go over your lap book series in replay and do the whole thing because I did a first attempt at a lap book and failed miserably.
Oh, really?
So badly that I've put the thing aside because I don't even want to touch it anymore. That's how awful it is. And I'm hoping I can get some lessons. But you and I both have a live show on Wednesday, so I can't watch it.
I'm not for everybody when it comes to a tutorial because I don't measure anything. I'll give you a rough measurement of what it is, but I'll say that these pages are a folded A4 and everything's built off that. So
that is perfectly fine by me, because I'm hoping and I'm betting that I will get inspiration on how to fix what I've already done. So I don't necessarily need exact measurements. I just need information, because it's so bad. I don't even know what to do.
Stop.
What?
Stop. You've reached 500. Congratulations.
What?
Yay.
Oh,
Well done, everybody.
I want to see it. Thank you so much, everybody.
Yoo-hoo.
There it is. 500. Oh, that's exciting.
So exciting.
So exciting. I don't even know what to tell you, but as soon as we're done tonight, I'm going to run upstairs and tell my son, because he lives upstairs, and I'm going to tell him, and you have no idea, we're going to celebrate all weekend.
Yay, well done. Congratulations.
I'm not even kidding. Stop it.
Woo, woo, woo. Oh, exciting.
I need some confetti and I need something. I need some confetti and some whiskey. Oh, I need some whiskey with a cigar.
Don't lose your false teeth in the fish
I
tank.
know, I was just going to say that. This might be a good excuse to drink till I spit out my own teeth. Oh, God. Okay, you had to be here. I think most of you were here when I was talking about losing my teeth and not saying the letter.
I'm so excited for you. I'm so glad that's happened. I'm glad it happened while we were live. Well done, everybody. Well done. Thank you, Mo.
Thank you, Mo. That's amazing. And everybody, thank you so much for being here and hanging out and having fun, and for supporting me that way. That's amazing. Amazing. Not even a lie. That is amazing. Okay, let's see. So this is I really like this thingy that I just made, but here's the thing. When I make these, I want to cut them. I might want to leave them like this, right? I'll tuck them in a journal and it's a giant journal card, but sometimes I want the ATCs. So let's cut it up and see if it still works. Let's cut it up and see.
Mo is awesome. Yes, she is.
I can't even believe you guys all did that. I am a little bit beside myself right now.
That's what we do. We help each other.
We do. We do. 100% true. 1, 2, 3.5. See, I can still count. I can count to 3.5. Uh-oh, my blade's getting dull. It just ripped that flower to bits.
Someone needs to invent a trimmer that doesn't need its blades replacing every 5 minutes. So frustrating.
You are not wrong. You are definitely not wrong. Okay, just cut one more piece, please. There we go. Okay, so I want to introduce you guys to my favorite tool. Look at this. Okay, yep, it's a corner rounder, but it's not the corner rounder we all know, which is here somewhere, but I can't find it. It's a big fat one. It's a big fat one. It makes giant rounded corners. I just love these things so much. I'll do the middle size.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Darcy, for letting us know.
What? Oh, really? That was sweet.
Don't we just have the best community ever?
Absolutely. Absolutely, we do. And by the way, guys, that's not service because you were so nice and helped me reach a milestone tonight. I have been in art communities that are not so nice. I've been in art communities that are all snooty and right.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this is just good people. Just good stuff.
I've been in some recently where they don't even acknowledge you came into the room, even when you say, hello, how are you?
I know, and then you're like you try to, like, when you try to say hi, but they don't answer back or anything, and you're like, oh.
Yeah.
It's like when you walk into one of those bars in a shady town and all the townies don't want them strangers walking in their bar.
Yes.
Has that ever happened to you? No, maybe that's just in the movies, but you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
Okay.
Okay, Jen, thanks for being with us. Thank you, We're going to get off here shortly anyway. We've been going way long.
This is stupid long. Good night, Jen.
I just want to finish this off and then I'm going to call it a night.
Good night, Jen.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming.
Stay here.
Okay, let's see what we got out of this. Quickly.
Yep, I'm just going to put these dangles on and then my cards are finished.
Oh, I just love this green. I just love it. Where's moss? Okay, let's see what we got. We have a set.
Let me put you on full screen while I finish putting my dangles on.
Why, sure.
Go for it.
There is my set of 4 cards. This one is the one that got ripped a little because of my dull blade, but I will fix that later. But I think that turned out super cool. I don't know about you guys, but that's really pretty, and that was super simple. So I just put that white over to kind of push that background back, and now these flowers are just fabulous to me anyway.
Beautiful.
Let's see what else did we do tonight? Would it surprise you if I told you that a cat is sitting on the other stuff I made tonight? I'm betting that would not surprise you one bit.
It would not surprise me, no.
No. Let's see. Here's the other tag though. Totally different background, but the same aesthetic from the book, and I still love it. My doodles are not that great. I can doodle better than this. Trust me. I mean, I was off my doodle today.
I'm not touching that one. I'm not touching it.
I know. Just walk away, Diane. Just leave that. It's fraught with difficulties and problems.
See, I can behave myself.
So I continue on with that, right? And I got a whole pile of stuff that's all going to match. And continue on with this, and I will end up with a whole pile of stuff that's going to match. And any journal I put this in is going to be a very lovely, cohesive bit of stuff. That's what I do with my scraps and what I do with masterboards. Ta-da!
Brilliant. I'm almost done. I'm almost finished.
In that case, I'll think of something more to say.
All right. I'm coming back now.
Okay. Good.
Back.
Good, because I'm way past being able to think properly.
Could you tell Beth what corner chomper you're using, where you got it from, please?
Absolutely. This is from Vassin Creative. If you are in the US, you can find this on Amazon sometimes. And if you find it, buy it if you want it.
Okay. I have to put you up full again. Can't see it.
Okay. Let's get it to... Oh, there it is.
It is. Vassin Creative. Vassin,
Yep.
Vassin. There you go. Thank you.
If you're in Europe, this is almost always available. If you're in the US, I don't know anything about Australia. Sorry, Di. I don't.
I wouldn't have a clue. I wouldn't have probably Craft Online would be the biggest place to buy that sort of stuff here, but whether they just have that brand, I don't know. So I'm just going to go solo for 1 second.
For sure. Let's see what you did.
Or 30. All right, so I made 4 little cards, little journal cards to go in my thing.
That's
so
beautiful.
I've still got to put some coffee dyed paper, orange dyed paper on the back. That one's got the flower on it, tree, and a dream catcher. And of course I've had 4 journal cards left over from cutting those up. So that was out of 2 sheets of 12 by 12 cardstock, orange cardstock.
You got so much more done than I did. Like at first it seemed like you were going slower than me and you ended up with so much more done.
Nice. It comes together so quickly, so but I've still got all of these scraps.
Yeah, so
I'm just going to make more masterboards out of this because I love the boho style, and I will definitely be making more boho journals and notebooks because that's one of the main breed of journal that I do. So the boho stuff, boho, mermaid, and the really grungy dark stuff. So
it's such a fabulous thing to do with your leftovers too. Good job, Miss Diane. Those are beautiful.
Thank you. Hello, pussycat. There you go. Amazon has a lookalike.
For $7 with these great big circles?
I'll have to look that up. The big
I will have
circle.
to look it up. I will have to look it up too. I've never seen one that has these big corners.
No, I've never seen one like that. But I did buy a cheap one from Temu, and it's in the bin now because it just doesn't cut paper. It'll cut card stuff, but not paper.
Isn't that just figure? If anybody wants to know anything more about this, if you're asking, because you want to go fetch one, the usual one we have, I think, is 7, 10, and 12 millimeters. This one is 14, 17, and 20. I don't know if you want to know that, but that's all I know.
Yeah. 4, 7, and 10 is the normal.
Oh, 4, 7, 10. Okay,
yeah.
So this is 14, 17, 20.
All right, thank you so much, everybody, for coming tonight and supporting Sharyl and getting her to 500.
Thank you, everybody. That was so exciting.
Awesome. Yes, thank you. So everything's back to normal next week. As I said, I had to do hospital trips with my husband this week. Had to cancel a few things, but we got back yesterday and everything's fine. So next week, let me find my book. I've got to pull my book out. Next week is DJ from Hither and Yon Studio. I don't know what we're doing. I haven't spoken to her about what, just when. So if you haven't been over to DJ's at Hither and Yon Studio, go over and show her some love because she does some fabulous stuff. She has a free kit every month that she, and then spends that month making whatever out of that kit. And the kits are beautiful. She's very generous like that with her time and her kits. So go over and do that. I think you have to be subscribed to her email, whatever. Doesn't cost you anything. Just subscribe to her email each month because it's a different email each month, and she'll send you a free kit. Amazing.
It's a different email each month?
No, it's a different. No, you have to subscribe to that kit each month. Yeah.
All right. Okay. There's proof positive. We've been here a long time and I'm tired.
Yeah. Okay, so DJ is next month. We're going to hopefully slot Darcy in on the 22nd and then Mariah's after that. So because we've got this spot. So I'll be talking to you, Darcy. And whoever else would like to come and be a guest on this show every Thursday, let me know. We would love to have you share some of the stuff that you make out of the stuff that you have in your kit that you don't use very often, because we all have it. Anyway, stop yabbering and go and have lunch. Thank you, everyone. Love you. I'm glad you all came, and I appreciate every single one of you.
Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Di. That was fun.
Good night.
Good night.
All right, don't you go anywhere, Sharyl. I want to talk to you.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Bye for now.